Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Secrets of a Busy Mum. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy you could join me. It feels like it has been forever since I have made a YouTube video, but I'm excited to be back. Today, I thought I would start with getting into the season of Christmas. We are going to kick it off with how to plan a budget-friendly Christmas with less. Because we are a large family, any family can tell you straight up that Christmas time can be super duper expensive. There's no hiding the truth. It's filled with gift giving and wanting to give your kids the best, giving them everything they have hoped for all year. For my family this year, we're looking at downsizing the amount of gifts that we give. So a couple of years ago I did what I bought my 7 kids for Christmas. We now have 8. So things can get rather expensive. This year we lost income as well. This has made us rethink everything that we have thought about Christmas. We have more children. We don't need more stuff in our house. So where does that leave us? This leaves us with the option to do the 5 gift system of giving this year. And if you have not heard of the 5 gift system, that is because I think more people do the 4 gift system, but we wanted to include an extra category in our gift giving just because we wanted to suit more kids, and we're new at the whole thing. So let's jump into it and I'll explain how we're doing it, what these gifts are, and how to best suit your family. So the idea around the 5 gift system is that you have 5 categories of gifts that you choose per child. And this limits not only the amount of stuff that you buy, but it also helps with your budget. So there are 5 categories in our system, which is something they want, something they need, something to wear, something to read, and something creative. We've added the creative part to our gift giving system because we have children that are more into arts and crafts than others. We wanted to encourage this area of interest for them. So let's break it down even further. In the area of something they want, this includes things like video games, action figures, dolls, Barbies, LOLs, anything that's trending at the moment that is a must-have item, but it's also limited by your budget. So we're not going to buy them expensive electrical gifts. I think that should be saved as a from mum and dad gift. But that's something has to be left up to you as what's within reason of your budget. You have to set a financial limit, a budget limit, on everything that you're purchasing for your children. Example, for my children, I have a child that wants a video game and we have a limit on that. We know how much they cost. So he has to have one video game that he really wants, and we sort of direct him into that with his list writing, so we know exactly what he wants. We can purchase around that. The second area of gift giving this year is something they need. Now we include this as in, do they need school items for next year, which probably isn't a great gift, but if they need it, then we're going to spend our money in that area. Do they need a flashlight if they're scared of the dark, or a glow in the dark toy that helps aid them in that? Do they need new bags? Do they need like suitcases or anything like that need to be replaced? Do they need more sports equipment like bikes? Do they need a new bike? Do they need a new skateboard? This is all come under the category of what they need, because we're replacing objects that they've outgrown or they need next year for school, or they just need in general. Do they need a new drink bottle because their one has been broken? This all comes under the one category, and it makes it so that you're buying a gift with purpose. The next category is something to wear. This is like, obviously, are we buying them Christmas pajamas or socks, shoes? Do they need new shoes? It can be vague between something to wear, could be new jewelry. It really just depends on you and your budget and what your child actually requires or is missing or lacking from their wardrobe. There is nothing wrong with giving clothing as a gift. I know some people feel like it is the most ridiculous and crappy present you could ever receive, but if it's something they need, then there's nothing wrong with it. I try to personally stay clear from the seasonal holiday items because I want to get them something that is going to be able to be worn all year round, as we try and minimalize our life and the amount of stuff that we have in our home. But again, this is something that has to be completely up to you, your family, your lifestyle and your budget. The next category behind this planning Christmas through gift is something to read. Now this could be comic books if your children are interested in comic books. It could be novels that they want to read because it's trending right now. It could be anything as long as it's readable. Board books for babies is perfectly fine. So I like this category because it's trying to get children away from screen time. I feel that there's a lot of technology in the world at the moment and the kids are losing out on the normal stuff that we did as kids. Like if we were bored, we'd go read a book or we'd go play outside. So this category for me is just bringing back memories from my childhood of getting books and being happy and reading them at night before I went to sleep. You can choose to do this category or not. I reckon it is a brilliant one to take part in because we're getting our kids away from technology. But again, completely up to you and your family. And now that brings us to the final category that my family and I are adding to our Christmas gift giving, and that is something to create. As I said before, we have a couple of children that are more into the hands-on making side of things. They enjoy drawing and they like colouring in. We want to encourage that because it gets them away from the screens. So in this category you can lean towards more craft sets like jewelry making set, painting unicorn, making planes. There's so much creative stuff out there that you could go to. You can go buy some air drying clay for them to make sculptures out of, little kids paint set, older kids pencil sets. There's all these things you can make with them, buying them art canvases, painting by numbers. There is so much in this category and they get to do stuff with their hands and you're encouraging them to do something other than sit in front of a screen and just scroll through. And I think that is a wonderful gift to get your children into and involved with, and that is why we are adding that one to our list of gifts givings this year. There is another category that people that have a large budget like to add, and that is an experience gift, and that would be buying them passes to adventure parks or buying them gifts to like gift vouchers to certain attractions in the area, or even making DIY vouchers for them like an afternoon with dad. Now we're not doing this one because I think that 5 gifts is enough. We do already spend enough time giving our children experiences in life that fit into our budget. But depending on your budget and what you can afford to give, that is completely up to you. I just thought I would mention it as an extra little bonus, just in case that creative one wasn't to your taste or family speed. So I hear you thinking, but what's the benefit of this? And if you have made it to this part of the video, please subscribe to my channel for more helpful tips around budgeting and the new journey to decluttering that is coming up before I jump into this category. Go subscribe. It means so much if you could support me in my YouTube endeavors. So what are the benefits to this system of gift giving? The biggest thing that I've noticed this year is it has simplified our Christmas shopping dramatically. We are going less places, we have reduced our stress around the idea of gift giving, and it has brought our Christmas budget down. So we're not spending as much and we are reducing the amount of stuff that comes into our home. We don't want to bring any more unneeded stuff that they're just going to like for the day and then completely forget about 5 hours later. It keeps the amount of spending under control, which is great. So you are not reaching or living outside your means and paying this off for months to come next year. You are reducing the amount you are spending, but they're still getting what they need, what they want. Everything's covered. These categories cover everything. And let's not forget, if you are giving less gift, you are reducing the amount of time that you have to put things together after it's all been unwrapped. The amount of wrapping paper is reduced, so your impact on the environment is also reduced because you're not just chucking all that wrapping paper into the bin. And you get to spend more time enjoying the new items with your children when they want to show you, because you're not telling telling them to stop and wait as you try and get a toy out for another child, because they have less stuff to go through. They have less stuff to unwrap, and you have less stuff to cut out of packaging. If you think your children will miss out, just remember, you are not the only ones giving them gifts. You have friends who might give them gifts. You have family that might give them gifts, like uncles, aunts, grandparents. They're not going to miss out just because you limit what you are giving your children for Christmas. And that is why I really like this system, and I'm looking forward to this year. You won't be going over budget. Your children are still getting the gifts and magic of Christmas, and you are reducing the amount of stuff that is coming into your house, which means your children are going to cherish what you give them a whole lot more. If you have made it to the end, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Please give this video a like if it makes sense to you, and tell me what you think the best idea is about the system of giving less is. And tell me something your child really wants this year. What is on their big I must have list that is trending right now? Leave that for me in the comments and I will reply to you. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Have a great, amazing day and be blessed.
This might come out as total